What's up, guys? I want to make a video just talking to you, viewers, subscribers, anybody who sees this video about Ash and Iron and the future of Destiny and kind of the future of this channel, really. I love Destiny. I have played Destiny since D1. I have played it as often as I can, even though there are times where I couldn't really play. I always came back and played as much as I could. And Destiny, I can firmly say, is my favorite franchise and my favorite game to play, which is hard to say in the situation that we are in. Normally, I like to be positive. I like to be the one to say, no, Bungie's going to do something. Because I think, and I still firmly think, that Bungie is going to listen and save their game. Because if they don't, they lose everything. Destiny has been carrying Bungie for a very, very long time. Marathon has had a lot of slip-ups. And with the sentiment that the community has right now, with all the fumbles that Bungie has been doing, it makes me wonder, am I wrong? Because if I was Bungie, and it's easy to say this from this chair, not having any dev experience at all, it's easy to say that I would do things differently. But that's only because I think the changes I would implement are just common sense. The biggest thing I want to talk about right now is the Plague Lands. In Ash and Iron, the big selling point of the new update was going to be you're returning to the Plague Lands. They showed off the Plague Lands. They showed off all the things you're going to be doing, all the gear you can get. We're going back to the Plague Lands where we fought Siva and we had this big fight and lore dump of Siva and the Iron Lords and new enemies and all these things. And it just wasn't what they said it was. Yes, we returned to the Plague Lands in 3 missions. You get 3 missions and you don't get to explore the Plague Lands at all. Oh, and by the way, Siva's dead. We destroyed Siva, so there's no remnants of it. All the Siva's vines are still there, but they're just dead. There's no splicers. It's all Fallen or Cabal. And Maya Sundaresh is the antagonist. It feels like we aren't really even in the Plague Lands. And I was talking to chat earlier, and I think that this could have been the easiest slam dunk for Bungie. Forget that they should have brought Wrath back. I'm a firm believer that they should have brought Wrath back with the return to the Plague Lands. If you're going to send us back to the Plague Lands, that seems like the easiest way to get your player base back into good standing. You just introduced gear tiers and world tiers. If you brought back the raid, that could have been your first step to saying, hey, here's an old raid, here's reused content again. However, we put the tier system in this raid. We brought the same weapons that you have loved before and gave them new perks, new tiers, new origin trait, all of that. And it could have just been the little piece of gold that you fed to the community to get us back on your side. And you didn't deliver Wrath. And I can deal with that. I get that it's challenging. I get that that's not something that y'all that Bungie has had on their mind. But my biggest thing is you gave us 3 missions of the Plague Lands. Easily, in my opinion, what you should have done is taken the Plague Lands, made it a patrol area like Kepler, and gave us world tiers to explore the Plague Lands. Throw in a couple extra, like throw in a couple secrets in there. Let us find those hidden areas where we find, oh, this is where we actually fought Siva one time, and here's the remnants, and you can just make it lore or something, make it feel like the Plague Lands, and then give us world tiers so that we can patrol like Kepler and earn tiered loot on the hard difficulties. On top of that, you could have given us the 3 missions. Yes, the 3 missions from the portal and a patrol zone seems like not that much to ask. And I think that a lot of the Destiny community would have been ecstatic about having that. And on top of that, the biggest thing that I think Bungie should have done, besides making the Plaguelands a patrol area, make it like Neptune's public events. The Vex incursion, throw the Maya Sundaresh incursion, whatever the fuck you're gonna call it. Make it so that there's a big public event happening in the Plaguelands where Maya's trying to reclaim whatever she's trying to reclaim, and we have to stop her. And that is the basis of what the Plaguelands should have been. Then you give us the world tiers on top of that, making it harder, giving us tiered rewards that we can choose, and making it tier 3, 4, 5. And then you gave us the 3 missions on top of all that. I said that should have been the Ashen Iron update. That should have been what we got. And the community, I think right now, would be in a much better place than it is. And it's sad to say that feels like asking too much when it shouldn't. That is something that I think Bungie could have easily done, and it would have turned this entire situation around. And I just don't know what Bungie's thinking. The Plaguelands were something that I was very excited for, and I'm worried that come Renegades and come Shadow and Order, we're not going to have anything left. I'm going to be launching up Destiny, and there's going to be less than 1,000 people playing the game. I'm worried for the future of Destiny. And as somebody who has played this game for a long time and has consistently tried to be positive, I'm not finding very many positives with Destiny. I still play the game because I enjoy the gameplay. I'm not a power grinder, although I enjoy, the power grind. I casually power grind, so I don't have the problems that everyone else is having right now. I'm excited when I get a tier 3, tier 4 drop, and if I get a tier 5, which I don't think I have gotten one, I'll be super excited. I haven't even done the new raid because there's just nothing in that raid that I really want to go get. Not even the exotic rocket launcher. Ashen Iron should have been Bungie's turning point. Renegade seems like it's going to be the turning point, but I think Renegades might be too late. Bungie already has put a sour taste in the community's mouth, and I don't think that Renegades is going to fix that. A patrol area. Bungie couldn't just deliver a patrol area and let us go actually explore the Plaguelands. They gave us 3 missions in the portal. And that's rough. I can admit that that's rough. So, I don't know where we go from here. For me, Tekken has been a game that I really have been enjoying. And I know you're probably a Destiny fan watching this and you have no idea what I'm talking about. You don't care about other games that I'm going to play. But Tekken has been a game that I'm really excited about to play. New characters are coming out that I want to play. And in October, Arc Raiders is dropping. And I think Arc Raiders is really going to set the tone for what a PvE/PvP extraction shooter could be. And I'm going to enjoy playing that game because it just looks good. It looks like it's been taken care of. It looks like they've taken time to actually flesh things out. And that may draw me away from Destiny. And it's okay to take breaks from Destiny. I am a firm believer, if you're not enjoying the game, take a break. However, I'm worried that with Borderlands 4 coming out, with the mass amount of people leaving the game every day, with Arc Raiders coming out, and a majority of Destiny community being excited for that game, I think Destiny is on its last legs. And that worries me because, like I said, this is one of the franchises that I have enjoyed and loved since it began. And I'm sad to say that it may be time to move on. And I think that Destiny 3 is the best move if they want to keep this franchise alive. If they want to continue with Destiny, I think they need to say, hey, you know what? This next year, after this year of prophecy, is going to be our last year of Destiny 2. We introduced tiered gear. We introduced all these things. We're going to come back in a year, 2 years, and we're going to start development on D3, and it's going to be something different. They already have a narrative in mind because they're continuing with past the Light and Darkness saga. They can continue that story in Destiny 3. They just need to change everything and about Destiny 2 and the philosophy of developing Destiny 2. What exactly would I change in D3? I would definitely start with being comfortable with sunsetting weapons and giving us more loot to chase. Because something that I find the Destiny community a lot has problems with is they want to get their gear, get their weapons, and they want to use that throughout the entire game, the lifespan, which just isn't doable. If you're constantly using old gear, you never have a reason to get the new gear, and then you have the same problem that they've had. Now, I think the big problem is that this game is 7+ years old, and they have been doing it for 7+ years, but still, I think D3 could be a good option if they want to keep this alive. They just have to do a big wipe of everything and overhaul everything about the game. But regardless, we're going to play the game until it's dead and gone. We're going to play the game and enjoy it while we still can. And if you want to enjoy it with me, you can go in the description, drop a follow on the Twitch channel, and I'll be streaming Destiny over there if you want someone to play with. If you just want to talk about Destiny, have questions, whatever, I will be playing Destiny, not every day, but a majority of the time. So you can go over there and hang out. I welcome you. I welcome you to join me. And we're gonna just ride it out from here. We're gonna ride it out, and hopefully Bungie does something. Hopefully things change. And if they don't, we got other games to play. Anyway, that's it for the video. If you liked it, drop a subscription. I appreciate it. Leave me a comment if you're enjoying the game, if you feel bad about the game, the situation that the game's in. Just let me know, and I'll catch you in the next video.